Hey y'all, Kobe R. Rice back again. It is quite literally about 8 hours from the last time I did a video post. That first segment that you saw where I was interrupted by the baby, yeah, I'm finishing this literally 8 hours later. That's just how motherhood goes, unfortunately. So, yeah, she woke up just a hot ass mess, would not go back to sleep, and for her nap. And yeah, so I spent the rest of the day basically like chasing after her, playing with her, feeding her, doing all like the mommy stuff. And yeah, so here I am back 8 hours later because that's just what it takes to get certain stuff done. Anyway, so uh, first of all, mad props to you guys who are able to get like when you do these videos, just just have everything just together. Hair is perfect, makeup is perfect, skin is like flawless. You got like a new fresh outfit on every day. Like literally, if you watch every single one of my past videos, um, you will pretty much see me wearing almost the same thing. I wear this hoodie pretty much consistently, which unfortunately, doesn't necessarily speak well to my fashion sense, but or my current fashion sense. Motherhood is not very compatible with, shall we say, the latest trends and modes of fashion or anything like that. It's not even really compatible with life, to be really honest with you. In any case, but I figured I have to come on here, make these videos, do my journals, because otherwise they just won't get done. I have to wait to like be perfect and have like the perfect Mac, flawless, just facial going on. It's just not gonna happen. Um, but what I am trying to do is at the least, even though I can't even see the camera, just get here are my glasses. Every time I put them on, there's like this really whack Kabuto like glare, like that dude Kabuto from Naruto. I was just like, dude, you can't really like you're seeing the screen here. So I'm gonna do what I can to like, maximize eye contact. And anyway, in any case, I'm rambling like a fool. But what I was saying in my last video before I got interrupted was that basically for all directors, fear is a constant. For all directors, they had to start somewhere before they could really get anywhere. And that place that they started at was not the stratospheric success that they have today as directors. And in order to really push forward your ideas and your dream as a director, if you want to be one, you have to put yourself out there, learn, hire the best people you can, get people who are smarter than you around you, and just do the damn thing. And don't be afraid of looking bad. Um, so that's what I'm going to be doing basically. And wish me luck. It's going to be really hard to do because you're pretty much, when you're putting things out in the world, you're pretty much putting your heart and soul out there sometimes. Um, and for filmmakers, especially, creatives, especially, we see ourselves as artists, and we also sometimes struggle to see ourselves as business people, which can be a major, major problem. And so it's my, not just my job, but it's my mission to see myself as both, to create the work as a piece of art. Like, think about story, like a really great story that's like tense and scary and kick ass and original, but also think about like cast and talent, think about the crew, think about a color palette, shots, all those kinds of things, hiring a good DP, all those things are important. But then the other aspect of that is also marketing, selling, um, just doing all that business like stuff. Um, I'm listening to a really amazing podcast called the Indie Film Hustle Podcast with Alex Ferrari, and he always says that show business is a long word wherein, or excuse me, a long phrase wherein business is twice as large or twice as big as the word show. So, it's pretty much like a third show and like two-thirds business, and you have to treat it that way. So, but just starting out, I'm really just kind of like getting my feet wet and really doing the best possible job that I can from development all the way to post-production. So wish me luck. And that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to put my glasses back on because I'm literally blind as a bat here. um, so that's what I'm going to be doing for this year, doing those two films, Sandman and Ojos. And I'm so excited about that. Um, and then publishing, increasing my word count, really delving very deeply and fully into world building. That's going to be exciting. Expanding my reader and my author and artist community, and just really getting into a lot of the unknown territory for me personally when it comes to being a creative. And that's exploring different areas and avenues in novel writing and in filmmaking and eventually in game design. That'll be probably next year. So that's what I'm doing. I already have my cameras picked out. I'm going to be pretty much focusing on three particular cameras, by the way. The Canon Rebel T6i. They're selling really amazing, like deluxe combo packages on Amazon right now. I don't really know what they call them, but they come with a lot of accessories like SD cards. I'm not only getting like the camera with 25 millimeter to 55 milliliter lens. I'm also getting a telephoto lens all in one package, a tripod, a bunch of other cool stuff. That's the first camera. The second camera is the Digi Osmo. I'll actually put links to that in the bottom of the episode, or not episode, but the journal, so that you guys know sort of what you're looking for. The Digi Osmo, which apparently is really good for filming like action shots, chase scenes, and stuff like that, which, of course, being an action, horror, and sci fi director, you have a lot of those. And then my third camera is going to be the GoPro Hero 5, which also comes with accessories. Um, and I'm actually really excited about using that to film Ojos, because Ojos is going to be a first person, not completely. It's going to have some first person shots, but actually it's going to be very heavily first person, but not completely, because I feel like I don't want to make people throw up in the movie theater, because that requires a very special perspective. But I'm using the GoPro specifically to get a different point of view when it comes to filmmaking. And I wasn't aware. I mean, I should have known that people were already going to be doing this, but there's another film out called like Action Henry. I'll find the real name and I'll post it. I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it, but it's sort of getting mixed. It's getting really good reviews, but it seems to really cleanly split its audience down the middle. The people who love it, and the people who hate it. And I love polarizing content, because that means that the filmmakers, in my opinion, are doing something right, where they are honing in and emphasizing their brand and their point of view. And when you have a strong perspective, you're either going to turn people on or you're going to turn people off. When you don't appeal to the masses, that means you're doing something really unique and really special and really authentic. That's how I feel about that. So I'm really excited to see how they use the GoPro in order to film their movie, which is a first person movie. And I want to see what really works and what doesn't work, so that I can apply those principles and learn from their successes and their mistakes. And basically take all of that and apply it to the movie that I want to do. So I'm sad that I'm not the first person to do a completely first person movie, but I'm starting to see that actually that's not particularly popular in terms of just like people getting vertigo and feeling sick. So that actually is probably a good thing that I wasn't the first person to do that. But I'm excited to watch it. I hear that it's a great movie with a great concept. And the way that they rather like a rather simple concept, but the way they execute it was really amazing. That's what I hear. So I'll put the link to that in the notes below. In any case, I don't want to ramble and it's late. That is my update on my goals for 2017. I hope you guys have made some amazing goals for yourselves in 2017 and that you are pushing your projects forward by any means necessary. Okay? Just keep pushing and keep going because you never know how your content is going to resonate with other people. Um, I'm sorry. The reason why I pause like that is because sometimes I feel like I hear the baby stirring and I could be wrong. The last time I was right, but this time I was wrong. But you never know how your content is going to resonate with people. You don't have to be the next Joss Whedon or Christopher Nolan in order to make an impact, although they are amazing artists, producers, filmmakers. But your work is going to resonate with someone, and that's important. And even if your work itself doesn't resonate, your identity and your path to get to where you are is really going to help inspire someone to do the same thing that you're doing. So I say keep going and make sure you're doing the art that you love to do because you love to do it. Um, this is not a field to go into if you are planning to retire a millionaire. Honestly, just go to Wall Street and trade stocks and make good investments if you want to do that. But it's great if you're able to do what you love to do and then also get a lot of money. But if you're going to be an artist, you do have to understand that the road to that kind of multi-million dollar success for the most part for most of us is very long and arduous. Some of us are overnight successes, but most of us are not. So you have to be showing up to your art every day with basically a different agenda than money. Your agenda should be because you love to do this, because it's essentially it's a crazy decision, like absolutely insane in our capitalist society to decide to be an artist, in my opinion. Like only the seriously insane like myself, like you if you're watching this, and lots of other artists decide to go this path in a society that pretty much shuns and does not validate and does not pay artists nearly the amount that they're worth. So just keep at it, show up for the right reasons, and everything else will follow. I don't know what all those things are going to be, but they will follow. In any case, that's all I have for you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys next episode. Next couple of episodes actually are going to be um, me reflecting on the past, almost 6 years now that I've been trying to develop Rebel Ragdoll as a brand and just taking you guys through an interesting sort of, I don't know, timeline of how Rebel Ragdoll started and how it has evolved as an idea and as a brand and as a mission over the past 6 years. It really has grown and evolved in a really interesting way. That is going to be one journal. Another journal that I want to do finally is introducing you guys to pretty much all the projects that I have on my slate as Colby R. Rice and as The Bohemian Badass at thebohemianbadass.com. So you guys will get a complete tour of what my projects are, my project slate at the moment. Not the full 105 idea project slate, but the current projects that are on my plate. And there was another topic I was going to discuss that I completely forgot. Um, but that's okay because this is a journal, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm going to sign off. But in the meantime, keep doing your art, keep being badass, keep it indie, and I will talk to you guys in the next journal. Bye, and Happy New Year! How do I turn this thing off? Again.